passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Here's the handoff. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the ground game. Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. Alabama will get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Working that left side now. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trying to punch it in. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give on the counter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. The running back has it. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Now on 2nd down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Crossing the 30, he's got to land. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick. Because
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going to try to get it himself. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Jet sweep to the receiver. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for room, it's Wildcats. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Fires to the big fella. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48. hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Grab near the marker, it's Patterson. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got him, and nobody's close. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That gets them back to within 10. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Paul, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to the running game. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Got a man. It's Meadows. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Go straight ahead. And he'll be stopped. gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll try to run it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 20 to Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Our coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you... When you got a big lead, let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He might want another play. On the run, it's Price. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man. It's Williams. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the complete...
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel, and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back has it. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. The Tide will get the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Russell. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown tie. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensive.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
Running free. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the RPO, complete. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Gets it past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff and teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it.